Ready.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2025. It is now 10 a.m. And this is a special meeting of the Presidio County Commissioners Court, and we are in Marfa, Texas. So I'll start out by asking our clerk for a quorum.
County Judge Joseph Unit,
Present.
Commissioner Precinct 1, Mayor Heisler,
Here.
Commissioner Precinct 2, Margarita Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Precinct 3, Frankie Ortiz,
Here.
Commissioner Precinct 4, Ray Knight.
Here.
Here.
Jeff Paul.
Thank you so much. We'll stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, public comments. Public comments, 5 minutes. Please introduce yourself, give us your name. And we'll give you 5 minutes. Public comments. Oh, my battery's left, Patty? Or is that yours?
Mine.
Okay.
Yeah, this battery was it.
We'll move on to routine agenda items. Agenda item number 1. Discuss and take action to approve budget amendments and or line item transfers. Okay.
It's not over yet.
Agenda item number 2. Discuss and take action to approve the treasurer's list of claims and bills.
There are no claims or bills.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll move on to the regular agenda. This is Karina Nunez, my assistant. Discussion with action to change the location for Commissioners Court October 22nd, 2025 special meeting from the Presidio County Annex Building B to 300 East O'Reilly Street, Presidio, Texas, to the county judge's office located in the first floor of the county courthouse. In essence, we're just moving the meeting, the special meeting from Presidio to Marfa.
Yes, because we're doing the election and they're using that building.
So any discussion on that? As
I
we all,
think that's a wise move.
yeah.
I'll move that we approve, change the location for Commissioners Court on October 22nd, 2025. Special meeting from the Presidio County Annex Building B, 300 East O'Reilly Street, Presidio, Texas 79845. To the county judge's office located on the first floor of the Presidio County Courthouse, 300 North Highland Avenue, Marfa, Texas 79843. Due to the election taking place in the Presidio Annex Building B.
I have a motion, a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Agenda item number 4, items brought by Sheriff Danny Dominguez. Discussion with action to approve the intergovernmental agreement between Presidio County and the United States Marshal Service Prisoner Operations Division for confinement of federal prisoners at the Presidio County Jail. Good morning.
Good morning. Yep, so this is the renegotiation of the US Marshal contract. Summerall renegotiated it for us again. They also did it several years ago, when Judge Duvada was, county judge. So the new transport rate is gonna be $28.45. The old rate was $22.50. The new per diem rate for federal inmates is $107 per inmate per day. The old rate was $88. The effective date of the contract is gonna be November 1st, 2025. The marshals have stated that they'll go ahead and sign off on this once Presidio County signs off on it. Other than that, it's pretty much the same contract that it was before. So this per diem rate is gonna be fixed for a period of 36 months. Presidio County could, request a rate prior to that, but it's not recommended, and we'd have to show real proof of like economic hardship. And things like that. Any amendment to the agreement, it can be initiated by either party through writing, but it's not gonna go into effect until both parties agree in writing. And then this does not require an annual renewal. It essentially is gonna remain in effect unless it's inactivated by either party.
And the sheriff?
The sheriff's good with it, he's good with the numbers, he's good with the renegotiation.
Shauna, does the shutdown have anything to do with whether or not we get prisoners right now?
It's not so much about whether or not we get prisoners, we did receive a letter from the Marshals Service stating that they're not gonna be able to pay us while we're in this government shutdown. I think the auditor could probably answer the question more, but if they've ever missed a payment or not, that I'm not too sure about.
No.
Do you know what, because of the shutdown? Is there a possibility they won't pay us
I'm not sure.
at some point in time?
We've had this shutdowns and threats of not, not threats, but that they may not be able to pay us. We've always got them paid. I'm not sure there'll be like a lapse in payment, but I've never had that experience.
Right, and the letter we received, it did say, we would receive that once the government shutdown is lifted. Again, I mean, it's not a guarantee, but that we don't have any reason to think that we wouldn't get paid.
They've always done that retroactively.
Correct.
And we'll keep an eye on that, just,
Sure.
as long as we can keep that and then they'll pay us back. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that.
I mean, let's see, what is our rate now?
The rate, right now, the current rate is $88 a day, and it's gonna be going up to 107.
Ms. Park, do you have anything to add?
Nope, I reviewed the contract and just made some comments over to the sheriff's office of things I thought were important, otherwise it looks good to go.
Any other discussion? Questions?
I move we approve the interlocal agreement between Seoul County and United States Marshal Service Prisoner Operations Division for confinement of federal prisoners at the Seoul County Jail.
I second that.
I have a motion and I have a second. All in favor?
I,
Thank
Aye.
you.
thanks to Mr. Summerall, if you speak with him.
Yes.
Shauna.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if using last year's numbers, what that would have generated. In hindsight. Like what that would be,
Like what the difference is with the new rate, the old rate?
yeah. Cause that's pretty significant.
It is. But it's a matter of getting the.
It's a matter of
prisoners, right?
precedence, yeah.
Yeah, if we get them in, right?
Agenda item number 5, discussion with action to review and approve contract with UniFirst for uniforms for the road and bridge department.
I'll speak on that, sir. So we've been going back and forth with UniFirst. We started noticing their invoices going up. Just to state something, for fiscal year 25, our budget for road and bridge uniforms was $6,700. We ended up spending $10,205, which is a huge difference. Apparently there was a contract in place, I don't think it was ever brought to the commissioners court, it was signed only by the road and bridge manager, which. The contract was done in 23, so it was an invalid contract anyways. So I requested a couple of new options that I've been reviewing and they're on your drive. So one of them is, originally, they were getting 11 sets of uniforms. A road and bridge works 4 days a week, not 5. So they're not needing 11 uniforms every week. So we have 2 options, one's for 9 uniforms, they'll wash and launder those uniforms. The other one is a lease option for 4 uniforms. Road and bridge will be in charge of laundering and ironing whatever their own uniforms. And you can see the amounts on those 2 options. I don't know if you have them pulled up down there.
Is it the third one, the one that has cost reduction?
Yes,
And then I see 2 columns, one has. They both have cost per week.
Right.
One is a total per week of $164.21 and the other's a cost of $105.46.
yes, so that's the old cost per week is the current one that we have. Which is $164.21 per week right now, and the 2 options, one will go down to $87.48, and the other one chosen, which they would be 4 sets each. They would have to launder them. that goes down to 46.81 a week.
You know, I'd like to speak on this, having been a lifetime uniform wearer, probably much like you, Joe. I looked over this pretty closely and I also reached into the sheriff's office. We do not pay for the deputies to launder their own uniforms. When I was with Texas Parks and Wildlife, we were only given 5 sets of uniforms, which we laundered ourselves, and I think the state is much more flush than City County. In that we are in a very tight budgetary environment. I don't see the 11 sets, I don't even see the 9 sets, so my recommendation is that we go with the 4 sets. And that individuals launder themselves, and that cost was 46.81 a week.
Yes.
What would the overall budget, have you fleshed that out?
We have a $10,000 budget right now for road and bridge uniforms,
Uh-huh,
cause
cause you upped it because they went
Right.
under last
we
year.
weren't sure what was going on with those, with the contract at that point. But the original budget for the previous years were about $6,000.
Yeah, I think differently because, as far as, road and bridges, they'll tear up the shirts or the uniform. And then they're involved in grease and oil and everything,
Right?
So that's something that they should watch with clothing, and even in the laundry, if they catch them in the washing clothing with grease and oil and everything. They'll probably, tell them not to do any laundry there, so, but I have Ruben here, he might have a better idea about what kind of, what would be a good package for him, because he's involved with different clothing.
Hey, Ruben. Good morning. Good morning. Well, and I will say too that we had oil and grease issues too. And Ruben, I'm not taking this position, as an affront to the road and bridge, because I know how hard y'all work. But I am mindful of the fact that we are making serious cuts in our budget. And that should apply to the road and bridges as well. Yes.
We've been doing this for many years from the first time when county decided to, commission was at the time, commissioner. But they were agree on having us 11 uniforms or 11 sets, pant and shirt. 11 being 5 per day, plus 1 extra in case something happens to any of the unit
5 per week.
per week,
Okay,
plus 1.
okay.
Which is 11, meaning 5 for the first week, we'll take it,
Right,
and then we have the new ones
right.
ready to be used. And 1 extra in case something happens, like Commissioner said, some break or something happens to one.
Right.
I went over with all the guys. And I was telling them, the issue is very simple. The county needs to cut so that we can make it.
Right.
They said, we understand. I tell them, okay. Our intention is to have the uniforms. So we can be presented anywhere we are with the name or the common, the logos, plus a pen. And the books. The book we normally get it 1 per year. And when I went over with them about the issue with the financial situation of the county, I asked them, are you okay if we keep the uniforms? But we clean it, we wash it ourselves. They all said yes. Then I told them, right now we're getting 11. What about if we get 5? 4 plus 1 extra, which is 4 per week plus 1 extra, and 4 for the following week, which is 9 instead of 11. That's my proposal that I did to them, and they all agree on that, depending on whatever decision you can make.
So you're comfortable with the 9 and with the
Then watch it.
employees washing and laundry?
Yeah, we all agree on it,
Right,
that we can do it ourselves.
right,
With the exception that if something happens to one, like Commissioner was saying, if something happened, like a lot of time we were doing work on the machine, one hydraulic hose may break, and then it gets all full of
You must
Right.
have oil, yeah.
or greasy. We see something that we don't know until we check.
Ruben, I really appreciate you having that hard conversation with your staff members. Because there's also the need to have parity of what we do with our sheriff's officers and with the road and bridge. So you're saying that you can support the 9 sets with your employees laundering their own?
Yeah, that's how we agree we normally do our own voting. Whatever the mayor said, that's what we go by.
Right.
And when I ask them to vote on it, if we all agree on the same.
I'm good with 9 as long as the launder,
So
what it's.
I don't think we have that option here, so once one option is in 9 sets each, but they still launder. Uniform
Yeah.
still launder, and the other option we have is 4 sets each. And they launder them, so I would have to go back to UniFirst and do the 9 sets, but they'll wash.
Right. Can you do that,
Yes.
Alicia?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much, Ruben, for understanding the.
When I went to
Hey,
the
hey,
back,
Commissioner Heister,
Yes.
it's
Yes?
Frankie. How you doing?
Hey, Frank.
I just wanted to say something. I work in the oil field, and when I bring my clothes home, I have a separate washing machine for that specifically clothes. I don't think these guys are gonna want to go buy another washer machine just to wash their work clothes, because I know they work with oil, mud, and you know what? I don't know if I'm getting, if I'm saying what I'm trying to get to. It's hard to wash dirty clothes with oil and mud with the washing machine that you use for your regular clothes. Don't you think?
Yeah, I hear you, Commissioner Ortiz, but, did you hear that Ruben said he's already discussed this with his staff? And they are willing to do that because, Frankie, we have to start thinking more of parity of what we do with our sheriff deputies' uniforms and stuff too.
Yeah,
And
but the
say-
sheriffs don't use oil.
you don't know that,
Okay,
What we can do is have another proposal
right?
with them washing and see what the difference is in cost, if it's not a huge difference.
okay,
You know.
Right.
What's the price right now with 9 and getting them?
No, right now they have
What?
11 sets and we are paying $164 a week. If they get 9 sets, cause they work 4 days a week, they only work 5 on the holidays. That would bring the cost down to $87-48 a week.
But they won't have to wash them.
With
They
their
won't.
laundry.
Yeah,
I think that would be the best deal, 87.48.
my personal opinion is like I told the guys, that's what my personal opinion. I do prefer being the same, they take it or they can clean it, because
Yeah.
sometimes like the grease and all of them are very hard for us to remove.
So,
Yeah.
and so that is a reduction of from 100 and something to 87?
64
Yes.
to 87.48. I think that would be a good idea because, another thing is, if they see one uniform that's tore out, they'll change it
Right.
and then give them a better one.
so it's a $76 savings.
Yeah, I think that would work. I think that would be perfect.
I'm good with
I don't
that.
know, Frankie.
But we like that way we're doing it because if one of the uniforms gets damaged because of oil or acid or something,
Right.
we take it to them and they replace it.
With a brand new one.
So,
Okay.
That's something that we like about this
I
situation.
think that would be better.
I just like that we're looking at this contract and figuring out a cost savings, and that's obviously a cost savings, so. I can
Yeah.
live with the 9 sets of uniforms that are laundered by the company,
Yeah, I
We
think
never
that'd be
take
right.
whenever it's it.
right?
And
Was that a motion?
I think that's just,
Please go
the
ahead.
only other thought I had is if the road crew's gonna do their own laundry, he's correct. They shouldn't have to put that stuff in with their home laundry.
Right.
Buy another one.
The commissioner, the court could think about the road and bridge getting commercial water, and putting it at the yard.
No, but it would be.
That,
No cost of water.
Right.
And
And it's probably gonna be one of those guys doing it.
Like I said, when one of the uniform stores out where it's full of oil and it doesn't have it.
Also,
Get it replaced.
does have uniform washing as tax deductions. Let's say the employees work to wash their own uniforms, they can deduct that on the
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah.
I think it's a better deal with that, than you said.
I would like to move that we approve, the proposed contract with UniFirst for uniforms for the Road and Bridge Department of 9 sets of uniforms in which UniFirst will be doing the laundry service also.
I'll say.
I have a motion, second. Is there any other discussion? Anything else to say? All in favor?
I
Aye.
thank you, Ruben.
I think there's a signature page, Judge, on the contract that you have on the drive.
Okay. I think we are gonna break our record.
Right.
Agenda item number 6, administrative updates and announcements from the judge and the commissioners. So.
Okay. I plan on saving mine for the 22nd.
I have none. I don't have any either.
Frank, you got anything you want to share with us about your precinct?
No, ma'am.
Rudy,
All right, so I'll entertain him. I'm sorry, Ms. Park, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Ms. Sanchez?
No, sir.
Ms. Zubia?
No,
Chodosita, do you have anything that you need to add?
No,
Ms. Catania? I'll entertain a motion to.
So moved.
Motion? So second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
10:20.
That's correct.
You need me to sign in signature block 17, that's the signature of person authorized to sign both.
Yes, sir, that would be your. Yeah. Yes, to sign. It's fine.
That's correct, right? All good.
I can't even read that, can you?
I know.
You gonna use Alicia's phone with your name. Did we end meeting?
Oh.